Welcome back to Happy Place Cooking and Today Gardening. I've got some corn babies. Got some over here too. Those are the only three that's popped up. I can't remember, but I believe we did 3 or 4 seeds per bucket. It's fine, but they are tall enough. I have got to get them into a bigger bucket. Those are just a little bit too tiny for them to be sharing. And I can use these bigger buckets for beans or peas or something. And they're going to get transplanted too. I am going to use this larger, I believe this is a 4... Now I don't remember. Could be a 5-gallon container. But I'm going to put them in this. And this is big enough that I should be able to put all 3 together. Probably could have put 4, but since I've only got 3, we're just going to do 3. We are inside. I am in my basement. And that is because we have been having freeze warnings. It has been chilly. It's not warm enough outside for these poor plants yet. So, not permanently. I could take them out during the day probably, but I'm going to have to keep bringing them back in. So, you've seen that little short. I have grow light. I actually got some more grow lights. I've got the purple or the red blue, which obviously is purple. And that is helping some things to grow and move along while they have to be inside. I picked up some coconut coir from Amazon return store. So it was pretty cheap. And this is just a very tiny amount. The bale I would show you, but it's so messy because it was slightly busted open. I'm assuming that was why it was in that return. But it was it's about a probably 12 to 14 inch by 12 to 14 inch square of coconut coir. And it's supposed to be good for your garden, especially for container gardens. So I am going to start with the coconut coir and put that into the bottom. Next, I'm going to throw in a little bit of cow manure compost. I'm just going to put some of that in the bottom. Then I actually have Miracle Grow. It's a container mix. So, but some of them I didn't use this. I just used a regular vegetable potting type mix. And I'm going to fill this bucket mostly with this. I'm probably just going to have to stand up and pour that in there. Okay, that should be good because there's a little soil that's going to come out of the other buckets that they're already planted in. I have to get my gloves and break some of this up a little bit. Okay, that looks pretty darn good. Try to gently pull him up. Don't want to hurt him. Make him a spot here. Get him down in there a little bit. Hoping I didn't damage that one. afraid I may have damaged that one a little bit. I'm actually going to lift these up a little bit. I want them to be a little more height to them. Okay. And obviously there's a little bit of compost manure from my bucket that I'm transplanting from. I'm going to add. Get him over a little bit. I feel like I'm getting them a little too close together there. I'm going to give them a little bit of a triangle spacing. I got one that might be wanting to grow. I think I'm going to just put that back in there. If it pops, it pops. If it don't, it don't. Maybe we'll move this little guy over just a bit, just in case this little guy decides he wants to grow up. I'm just loosely packing. I'm not like tightly packing that down. Don't want it to be tight. More on the back side of him. Looks pretty darn good. Now I'm going to take a bit of mulch and just lightly spread that over the top. And then I'm going to give it some water. Just a nice little drink. And I'm going to put them back under the grow light and hope for the best. Thanks so much for watching. Happy growing?